My name is Stephanie. I'm 27 years old.
My name is Michelle. I'm 28 years old, and we live in Mesa, Arizona.
And this is Financial Audit.
Wow, thanks for coming over to Austin, guys. Okay, so this is exciting. We haven't had a rainbow-filled episode. I think everyone's a little excited about this. It's going to be interesting. Not because of that specifically, but because we have a lot of couples on, and it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic here.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Very excited.
Yeah. So who decided they wanted to come on, or was this a co-effort?
Definitely her.
It was me.
Really?
She didn't know about it until after. I didn't tell her I applied for the show until after I spoke with Lindsay the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you want to be here?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I showed it to her before, and I told her she didn't have to, but she's excited.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with you, Stephanie. What do you do for a living? Mesa, Arizona.
I'm a registered nurse at one of the hospitals.
Very cool. What are you making?
I make $36 an hour.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
But I get an 18% differential for nights.
So what about us coming in on a monthly basis? What hits your account on a monthly basis?
From my paycheck, I believe it's about $4,400.
Okay, cool. Works for me. And you, what do you do?
I work at Arizona State University in the grants department doing like reporting.
Okay, cool. What do you make?
$49,500.
A year?
Yes,
49.
annually,
Okay.
yeah.
What hits your account on a monthly basis typically?
Like $1,300. Oh, sorry.
No.
$2,600.
Yeah. Okay. So the month we have was obviously clearly like a 3 paycheck month is what we saw, which happens a couple times a year because I was a little excited for you guys. I was like, wow. Obviously $7,000 is what the math comes out to, and that's more what you guys are making. I had closer to payroll coming in of about $9,800. So this is a 3 paycheck month.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little. 7,000 is not bad. 7,000 is not bad. My expectations were here, and you're here. Luckily, this is still good. Okay,
Yeah.
So how we living? Makes us $7,000 a month net. How are you feeling? What are we doing? Are you guys married?
No, we're supposed to be getting married in March.
Okay, good. Because I don't have typically couples who aren't married, but you're gonna get married soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you guys combined right now?
Everything's been combined for
8 years.
8 fucking years.
almost 8 years. We've been
How?
together for 8 years.
Yes, sorry.
We've been together for 8 years. And
Since 2019, you guys combined.
yeah.
Wait, how long were you dating before you combined?
Maybe like 2 years. Everything's together.
It's so fucking risky, though. What about debts? Are you on each other's debts? Are you authorized users on each other's debts? You guys have debts together?
So we're not authorized users on each other's cards, but we both use
Yes,
each
we are.
other's.
You use each other's cards?
Yeah.
We are authorized users on like
On
one
some of
card,
them.
but
What are you guys doing? Why would you combine it? First, why did it take so long to get married? And 2, why are we combining things before marriage? Just risk. I don't encourage for anyone's breakup, but what if, guys? Because it happens.
Yeah, I think, well, when we combined, it was my idea originally because when we were splitting bills at the time, we were both servers, and with making money with tips, and it was just kind of confusing to me. So I just
19 and 20 combining without being married.
yeah, but
Okay.
I think it actually worked out really great for us because ever since
What are you talking about? Your
then-
finances are an absolute mess.
No, that's true. But
What are
we
you
don't
talking about?
we don't argue as much about who's paying for what, I guess, because we used to before we.
Oh, like
combined
you pay this
everything.
bill, I
it was
pay that
annoying
bill.
to have to like, oh, I spent $30 here. You buy this, I'll buy that.
Some
So-
people find it sketchy if an engagement's going on for more than a couple years. What the 8 years?
We
We got engaged in.
we did get engaged in 2023. May of
Okay.
2023.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. You've just been together for a very long time without
Yeah.
engagement or marriage. Why? Why are we taking so long?
I think it's partially because we were so young when we started dating. Because I was 19 and she was 20. That we
yeah.
weren't like, we just weren't really thinking about marriage at that time, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. We were both in college and just.
Sure, then, but there's also been like 5-6 years since.
Yeah. I think that we just we're just not in a rush.
And
because
why is this March going to be the time then?
I think it's because I graduated nursing school. That was like a big thing for me.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in last December.
When did you start?
March. This past March.
When did you start school?
Oh, I started school. Well, I've been going to school since I graduated high school.
I mean, why did it take a decade?
Because I was working full time. So I was taking like part-time
Okay.
classes.
That's not necessarily bad. I mean, there's certainly an offset. There's a mathematical break-even point when it comes to student loans, and you know whether or not. Okay, we'll take some student loans out. It's at a low percentage, and hopefully federally subsidized, and then we complete school even quicker. If we have to do 10 years in order to work full-time to cash flow, we complete school instead of 4, and then all of a sudden our income is up and we're able to invest it, and we make the difference, and then it completely offsets that and more. But
Yeah, I paid for a handful of semesters out of pocket because I was going
wait,
to
you weren't
community.
paying cash
Well,
the whole time, even though you
No.
worked full-time the whole time? Why? Then what's the point of even extending it out 10 years?
I did have to take loans out for a couple of years, and especially the last 2 years when I was actually in the nursing program because I wasn't working at all.
Oh, they're telling me you sent over surprise student loans last night.
Yeah, I
that
forgot
Jake didn't
about
even
them.
see until like right now.
I forgot about the student loans because
How do you forget about the student loans?
because I just started paying them like this month.
What if you accumulated in student loans over 10 years?
15,000.
That's not horrendous.
No.
You really just delayed that whole potential income earning process, which means you also delayed the best decade of your life for compound growth. The money that could have been invested setting you guys up, you have no idea. Now you got only 3 years to go, and then all of a sudden that decade's done.
I will say the nursing program had like a 3-year wait list to get into.
Then go to a different one. There's nursing programs everywhere.
Yeah, it would just would have
like
been
the
more
most
expensive.
in-demand thing.
The one I went to was probably the cheapest and the
What?
best.
The better one.
It was a community college?
It was at a community college, yes.
Oh, you can't go to another community college with a little commute?
They have like this weird thing where all the community colleges are owned by the same company. Like
Maricopa.
they're all
schools.
Maricopa schools. So when you apply to the nursing program, you go to like any of those schools.
Yeah, okay.
So the passes were $1,000
For the both of us.
For
What?
both of us.
For fucking what?
For the whole year. So now we can go
Anytime we
whenever
want.
we want.
What the actual Look at this, you just spent $1,000 on this card. Rich people don't do that.
Because it was my birthday a couple weeks ago.
Your birthday!